Peter, you'll never believe what just happened to me.
Oh, hey sis. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. No, nothing too bad has happened to me. Just the usual work stuff. How about you?
Yeah, okay, I get it. But what I have to say is way more important than some stupid pleasantries.
Alright, fine. What's your news?
I'm going to be an actress! Isn't that amazing?
Whoa, an actress? That's something. Looks like your dreams are finally coming true. You've always wanted to be an actress and to be rich and famous. How'd you get the part?
Well, actually, it's a pretty cool story. I saw this ad online for an open audition nearby, so I thought I'd go and see what it was all about. To be honest, at first I wasn't sure because there were like all these people dressed up in weird costumes, but once I got in front of the judges, I was able to wow them with my talent. They asked me for a callback. I'm so excited.
So, hang on, you just walked into an open casting call and got a callback?
Uh-huh. Aren't I just amazing?
You're something alright.
Oh, haha, very funny. Anyway, my callback audition isn't for another few months yet, as the film is still being sorted out in pre-production, but I'm sure that I'm going to get the part. I was way prettier than anyone else there and way more talented too. The casting director will surely see my talent and hire me on the spot. They did give me a number to call just in case I had any questions, but when I tried calling it earlier, it just cut off. Maybe it's my phone or something though. I should buy a new one.
Are you sure that this is all real? Like, actually a legitimate acting gig?
What do you mean?
Well, doesn't it all just seem a little too good to be true to you? Like getting a call back, but it's not for months and the number they gave you to call was a dud? Sounds to me like they were just trying to get rid of you. Tell me, did you refuse to leave the audition room again until they said you were called back?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm going to become a star. So I'd really appreciate it if you didn't try to ruin this for me.
What? I'm not trying to do that.
Yes, you are. Like, I tell you this amazing news and you just want to find something wrong with it. I bet you're just jealous that I'm going to be famous and you aren't, so you're trying to stop me from going for the part.
That's not true at all. I'm just trying to look out for you and make sure that you actually realize that this could all be a huge publicity stunt. They probably have no intentions of hiring anyone, and it was all done to attract interest in the film.
Oh wow. So me actually getting an acting part is something I've made up and it's never actually going to happen because I'm not talented enough? Is that what you're saying? Nice to know you believe in me and everything.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just trying to be a good big brother.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. Anyway, like I said, you're just jealous of me and my newfound career whilst you are doing nothing with your life.
What are you on about? I'm not jealous. I've had many accomplishments in life.
Really? All you do all day is slob about mom and dad's house, acting as if you deserve to have everyone do everything for you. I mean, seriously, does it feel good to be such a freeloader?
I'm not a freeloader. I've actually been working really hard on something that I think will lead to even better opportunities.
Oh yeah, your little computer project? It's a total waste of time. Everyone knows it. It's just a way for you to pretend you're working when, in actuality, you're probably just playing a game or something. I mean, you got fired like a year ago. It's time you got over it. You need to stop scrounging off of mom and dad, get a job, and pay them all the rent you probably owe. After all, you're a grown man, so you should be looking after yourself, not expecting mommy to coddle you. It's pathetic. At least I'm trying new things. You need to stop being so jealous of me and get over yourself. Otherwise, you'll be stuck as a loser, nobody, your entire life.
Uh-huh. You done with your spiel yet? I've had to listen to this every day for the past however many months. It's getting kinda old.
Just being honest. Don't get all sarcastic with me because you don't like the truth.
Whatever.
What is it you told me? I'm just trying to look out for you?
Oh yeah, and how are you doing that? By insulting me?
No. I can't believe you haven't figured it out yet. Dad are going to get sick and tired of you mooching off of them eventually, if they haven't already. I'm just trying to point this out before something drastic happens and you end up getting into a huge fight with them or something. Wouldn't want you ousted from the family for your incompetence after all.
Has Mom actually told you she feels like this?
She's definitely hinted at it. I wouldn't be surprised if she just came straight out and said it soon.
Whatever. I'm not gonna let you poison my mind about mom and dad. Hey, Mom.
Peter? Is everything okay? You don't usually text me like this.
Oh, yeah, everything's fine. I just wanted to check in with you, see how you were doing.
How sweet. I'm doing okay. Did your sister tell you about her callback?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can just see her now winning an Oscar and all of those awards. She'll be mingling with the stars before long.
Yeah, although I can't say that they won't try and keep her on Earth.
What?
Never mind. Actually, Mom, I actually wanted to discuss something that Bethany said earlier.
Oh, what was it?
She said that I was simply freeloading off of you and Dad and that you were gonna get sick of me eventually and kick me out. Is that true? Do you really think that?
Well,
You do?
it's not so much that I think you're a freeloader, just that you're lacking motivation at the minute. I'm sure with a little push, you'll be back on your feet in no time.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe it's time that you move out. I think you're a bit too old to be living with your parents.
Where's this coming from?
I just think that before you get too comfortable at home, you need to put yourself out there and find a place of your own. After all, if you don't, you could end up being 40 and still living with me and your dad. You don't want that, do you?
Well, no, but I've got no money to actually move out. Where would I go?
I'm sure you'll figure something out. You're a smart boy after all. But I do think it's best if you leave by the end of the month.
What? But that's too soon.
The sooner the better. It'll give you more confidence.
But Mom,
Now, no moping. I'll help you look for a new place later. I've got to go and meet your sister for now and discuss this acting of hers. Talk to you later.
So, did Mom talk to you yet? Peter?
what, Bethany? I'm busy.
Doing what? Waking up?
No, I don't sleep until 7 in the evening. That's what you do.
Whatever. Just stop whatever non-important thing it is that you're doing and listen to me. Did you talk to Mom yet?
Yeah, I did.
And what did she say?
She said I need to move out by the end of the month.
Well, that's kind of her. I told her to kick you out by the end of the week.
Wait, this was your idea?
Well, duh.
But why?
Because I want your bedroom.
What?
Yeah, mine's too cramped, and if I'm going to be a star, I need only the best things. Your room can easily fit a king-size bed in it, and in order to look my best as an actress, I need the best beauty sleep I can get. So, I want your room.
But this is my room. I literally live here at the moment.
Yeah, well, not for long.
Why are you being such a witch to me? What have I done to warrant you trying to push me out of the family?
Nothing, really, but I need the room because if I'm going to live with Mom and Dad, I at least want to be comfortable.
Why do you need to move back in?
Something's happened, which has made it difficult for me to afford my own place, so I need to go home for a while.
Okay, well, your room is still here, so you can just move back into that and I'll stay in my room.
No, you need to move out because I can't be seen living with my parents and dorky brother. It's just not cool, especially for an up-and-coming actress like me.
What? That's ridiculous.
Ugh, look, you know that acting thing I told you about ago?
Yeah?
Well, I managed to get back in contact with them about the callback, and it looked like things were looking up. They asked me to wire some money to them just to secure my position in the whole casting thing, so I gave them what they asked for. But recently, I haven't been able to get in contact with them at all. It's like they're ghosting me. So now I don't have the money that I need to pay my rent and bills. Luckily, Mom said that she'd let me move back for a while, but I don't want you here.
Oh, wow, that's quite a mess you've gotten yourself into. I hate to say I told you so, but...
Ugh, just shut up. Just make sure you've moved out by this weekend. That's when I'm moving back.
Whoa, hold up a second. That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Well, this is my home too. I'm not gonna let you just kick me out.
Well, Mom's already done that, so you don't really have much to say about what's happening. Anyway, I'm your little sister, and as such, I should get priority. You've had your turn being a freeloader, so now it's my turn. And I want the best room, so that's what I'm going to have. You'll just have to find somewhere else to waste your time on your laptop because you're not welcomed here anymore.
You have no clue what I'm actually doing on my laptop. Just you wait. I'll show everyone that I'm not wasting my life.
I don't care. You've always been a loser, and you'll continue to be one for the rest of your life.
Unlike you, the moron who gave away all her money to a scammer.
Like it or not, Mom has kicked you out and chose me over you. It's just the way it is. So unless you want me to make things worse for you, you'll listen to me and move.
No.
Fine. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Peter, why would you be so horrible to your sister?
Mom, what are you on about?
She's already going through a really tough time and she doesn't need you bullying her and making it worse. She knows that she has made a mistake, but everyone does in life at one point or another.
I've not bullied her.
Don't lie to me. She told me everything.
Whatever she told you wasn't true.
So now you're calling her a liar? What a nice brother you are. Why can't you just do what she asked you to do?
And what? Move out? To where? And why should I? This is my house too, you know.
Yes, but now you've outgrown it. You're the older brother, so you need to look after your little sister and move out.
And what about me?
You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
You know what? Fine. I don't think I want to be associated with such cold and heartless people. Even if they are supposedly my family, I'll move out just like you want. Don't even try and bother me again. I want nothing to do with any of you anymore.
Good. I'm glad to be getting rid of such a freeloader. Your sister will be much more helpful around the house.
Ah, sure. Anyway, after this, you won't hear from me again. Sorry to have been such a burden to you. Well, get your way like always, Bethany. My room is yours.
Ha! I knew that I'd win. I always do. Maybe now you'll actually try to do something with your life.
I already have.
Huh?
Yeah, all that time I spent on my laptop, I wasn't doing nothing. I was creating my very own game. In fact, earlier today, I had a meeting with some high-end executives from some pretty big gaming companies who love my idea. They've already decided to sponsor it and have paid me thousands to have gaming rights. They've also hired me to make at least 2 sequels for the game, so that's more money secured. They say it's going to be the next big seller and we'll make a lot of money.
What?
Yeah, oh, and just to let you know, Mom told me she'll be expecting you to help out with the rent and bills and stuff. I had to, so she wants you to cover my payments.
Wait, what? That's not fair. If you're rich now, then you can continue to make the payments. I haven't got a job after all.
That's your fault. I've moved out of that horrible house and I'm never going back, so I don't have to give anyone any money at all. You all belittle me and made fun of my work, so there's no way that you get to reap the rewards of all my hard work.
That's not fair. If you've got thousands, then you need to share. I'm your little sister, so help me out.
No, maybe you should get off your lazy butt and get a job. You're gonna need one.
I'm trying, but no one wants to hire me as an actress. You'll just have to cover for me money-wise.
No, I'm good. You're just gonna have to be a grown-up and face your own problems. Or you can let mommy just coddle you like a baby. I bet I know what option you'll choose.
Ugh, I'm not a baby.
You sure act like one. Anyway, don't bother messaging me again. I don't want such negative and toxic people ruining my life.
That's not fair. I'm not toxic.
You're one of the most toxic ones. Maybe people can see your attitude and that's why they don't want to hire you as an actress. No one likes a diva. Anyway, I'm going. Goodbye. I moved out of my parents' house as fast as I could, and with the money that I'd made selling my game, I was able to buy myself an amazing new flat, which had everything that I could ever want in it. My sister, my mom, and my dad weren't as fortunate. Bethany wasn't able to get hired as an actress by anyone. She ended up freeloading off my parents until they got fed up with her and kicked her out. This meant that Bethany was forced to work in a fast food place just to earn enough money to get by. My mom and dad weren't any better off. With no one to help pay the rent and bills, my mom was forced to go back to work in a local shop. They tried to contact me once and ask for money, but I quickly told them no. I knew that they were only interested in what I could do for them instead of my actual feelings. Whilst it was difficult because they were my parents, I knew that for my own mental health, I needed to create boundaries. If that meant cutting those toxic people out of my life, then so be it.
Are you crying at home, Tris? Get on the phone.
Sorry, I don't want to talk right now.
Then let's just text, okay? You broke up with your fiancé, right? Are you okay?
I'm not okay.
It must have been a shock.
Why did it have to end up like this? We'd already decided the day of the wedding. We even talked about where we would go on our honeymoon.
I see.
He said he found someone else. I can't believe he'd tell me this now. I had no idea this would happen.
There's something I need to tell you. Don't get mad, okay?
What?
It looks like this someone else is me.
What? Grace?
Your fiancé confessed his feelings to me just the other day. I felt bad for you, but he was so passionate that I ended up saying yes. I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute. You said okay? Even though it was my fiancé? You've got some nerve.
But the fact that he confessed to me already means that you and him were over. There's no way you could have went with a marriage with someone like that. So there was really no difference whether I said yes or not.
There is a big difference. What about my feelings? Didn't you think that I would have been hurt even more?
Well, I did feel bad for you, but I already said okay, so...
If you really did feel bad for me, then you would have said no. You just stole my fiancé from me.
But he's the one that came to me. All I did was say yes.
Stop messing around. You're just trying to justify yourself.
I'm so sorry. It's because I'm so much hotter than you.
What?
I'm the one everyone fawned over ever since we were little kids, right? I'm sorry, but you're just not that good looking, Tris. Especially when compared to me. It's natural that he chose me over you.
Quit messing with me. You really think that that's a valid excuse?
But it's true, right? Everyone you've ever dated always ends up choosing me instead. But to be honest, I didn't expect a guy right before marriage to do the same.
You must have planned for this to happen, didn't you? You seduced him and stole him from me.
Well, the fact that he was seduced means that he must have not loved you very much in the first place. You should be glad you found out before marriage and not after.
How am I supposed to be glad? You're always like this, Grace. You always steal what's important to me. What is your problem?
It's not like I'm doing it on purpose. It just always happens to end up like this. It must be one of those unstoppable forces.
That's just what you tell yourself, right? In reality, you just don't feel satisfied until you steal what's mine. Do you really not want me to be happy that much? You're so greedy.
Calm down, Tris. Getting angry at me won't get your fiancé back. You should move on and find the next person.
Do you plan on marrying him?
He proposed to me and all, but I'm not really sure. I feel that marrying him would be too hard on you.
It's fine. Why not just marry him if you want to?
It's alright?
I won't celebrate it, of course. I won't even go to the wedding. But it's not my decision whether you marry him or not.
What? You won't come to the wedding? That's sad.
You just want to show off, right? There's no way I'd be able to celebrate something like that. I probably won't be able to forgive you ever.
Do you hate me? But I'm your only sister.
You've stolen many things from me ever since we were children. I'm done with being tossed around by you. I don't care about you anymore, Grace. I won't text or meet you ever again.
Why? Don't be so cold.
To be honest, I want to insult the hell out of you. This is me being nice. Don't bother me from now on.
Sorry for having you do all the paperwork on Mom's death and funeral. I'm so glad you returned, Triss. You unblocked me, so this means that we're on good terms again, right?
I only unblocked you temporarily. It'd be hard to do all the paperwork without any communication.
What? Let's make up.
You really did just have me do everything, huh? Mom always loved you more than me, but you wouldn't even do any of the work? You're so ungrateful.
But it's all so hard. You're a tax accountant, right? You're better at all this stuff than me anyways. Thanks for being so good at paperwork.
You don't need to be a tax accountant to do this. You just didn't want to do any work. All you care about is yourself, huh?
But aren't you the one who was ungrateful to Mom? It seems that you cut ties not only with me, but with Mom as well.
She always did side with you.
What?
1 year after you stole my fiancé from me, Mom told me this. Forgive Grace, will you? That's when I realized Mom was on your side, not mine. It must have been irrelevant to her whether I was hurt or not. That's why I decided to get away from her as well.
But that's already been 5 years. Isn't it fine if you just forgive me already?
I told you that I would never forgive you, didn't I? It's not right for the wrongdoer to ask for forgiveness.
Oh, so you really do hate me, Triss? To be honest, I'm sad.
Be sad if you like. It's none of my business what you think anymore.
You're being so cold again. I was sad when Mom died. But I'm happy I get to talk to you again after so many years.
I only came back because I had to. I didn't want to meet you.
Oh, I heard this at the wedding, but you're getting married? Congratulations!
It brings me no joy having you celebrate it. I thought that you might have not been able to move on from the last time. But it seems you found someone new. I'm just glad you were able to get back up.
Don't say that to me. Your new fiancé came to the funeral, right?
I actually didn't want to bring him. He's a serious person. He said that since he didn't get to receive my parents' permission for the wedding, he at least wants to attend the funeral.
He was so handsome. I thought this for a while, but you really do have a good taste in guys, Triss.
Don't you dare put your hands on him. I mean, I did already tell him what happened 5 years ago, so I doubt he'll be seduced by you.
But I wonder if that's true. Men are much more stupid than you think, Triss. They gather to pretty flowers, even though they know it's poisonous.
He's not like that. Besides, you already have the guy you stole from me 5 years ago.
Huh? I broke up with him ages ago.
You serious?
It was probably half a year after he broke up with you. I'm the one who said we should break up. I thought he was a wonderful person, but after spending some time with him, I realized he wasn't what I thought he was. I kinda lost interest, you know?
You ruined my wedding just to go out with him for half a year?
He wasn't really my type, but your new fiancé is very much so. You're not that hot, Triss, but for some reason, you managed to get the guys anyways, right?
I knew I shouldn't have come to the funeral. I shouldn't have unblocked you, too. Don't contact me again.
So you're going to block me again? But that's just going to make you even more anxious now that you don't know what I'm doing.
So you do plan on doing something, huh?
Not really. Why? I'm just glad I'm able to talk to you again. Sorry, Triss. I might ruin your wedding again.
Did you do something to my fiancé?
Oh, so you didn't notice? I knew it! You would have said something if you had.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how your fiancé and I have been getting along recently. We've even been on a few dates now. It seems that he prefers me over you.
Grace, don't tell me that you stole another fiancé from me. How'd you even get close to him?
I went to his house and we talked.
How do you even know where he lives?
We chatted a bit at the funeral. While you're busy hosting a funeral, I got the opportunity to ask where he worked. It was easy finding out where he lived from there.
You followed him home from work?
Don't be silly. I was just walking nearby and happened to meet him. He was a lot friendlier with me than at the funeral this time. Probably because you weren't around. We went to this love hotel the same day.
There's no way that was an accident. Why do you always try to steal things from me? Why can't you just leave me alone?
It can't be helped. I fell in love with him the moment I saw him.
That's what you always say. But you just want to steal someone important from me again, don't you? You'll probably just get rid of him immediately again.
This time's different. I already promised I would marry him.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. He told me yesterday that he wanted to marry me.
There's no way he would just betray me. He's different from the other guys.
Bad luck, I guess. He's the kind of guy to secretly go on dates with me behind your back. Men must become dumb when they see me. Being beautiful is really a crime, isn't it?
You're a demon.
What are you saying? I'm just your cute little sister.
I should have just ignored Mom's funeral. I shouldn't have come in contact with you again.
Don't be sad. If I get bored of your fiancé, I'll give him back. Or you can go and find another handsome guy for me. Are you crying, Tris? Wow, I feel like we're in the same exact situation we were in 5 years ago. I'm so glad. You become stronger in the past 5 years.
But you haven't changed a bit. You keep doing the same thing over and over. What's worse, you seem to be enjoying this.
I really do feel sorry, you know. I'm sorry for ruining your wedding again. I didn't mean to do you any harm. So please forgive me.
That's not what you're actually thinking, isn't it? Liar.
I'm not a liar. I really do feel bad for you. It's because I was born so good looking. I'm really sorry.
It's fine. That person's not actually my fiancé. So why not just go ahead and marry him? If you can.
What are you talking about, Tris? Did you go crazy out of shock or something?
I truly was about to go crazy when I thought about him betraying me. But it seems that wasn't the case. You've got the wrong person, Grace.
There's no way I got the wrong person. I saw him leaving his house.
That person's the twin brother of my fiancé. He was just staying over at his brother's house that day. It's no wonder you got them mixed up. They do look identical after all.
Stop lying. Your fiancé's name is George Anderson, right? I always call him George, so he would have told me if I had the wrong person.
Well, you see, George's brother has this really rotten personality. He must have noticed you got the wrong person immediately, but just didn't say anything.
What? Why would he do such a thing?
He must have found you hot or something. George says his brother's always been like that. Apparently, he used to pretend to be his brother and hit on George's female friends. He's a perfect fit for you.
You're lying. That can't be true. You're just saying that to make me give up, aren't you?
I asked George whether what you said was true. But he says that he hasn't met you ever, even once since after the funeral. So then I asked his brother if it was his doing, and he admitted it was him.
So, it's true that the person wasn't actually your fiancé?
Yep, it seems that George's brother is quite the womanizer. Apparently, he always gets into trouble with his wife over it. It seems he was staying at George's house because they just had a fight.
His wife? He's married?
Yep, and his wife's pregnant too.
On top of him not actually being your fiancé, he was married too? So he just tricked me to satisfy his desires?
He must have been keeping it in. A stupid woman appeared before him, so he must have decided to use you.
What? What do you mean, stupid woman?
I'm talking about you.
You're the one who's stupid.
Calm down. No need to get mad.
It's because I just got insulted by someone like you!
Sorry, but I've considered you stupid from the start, you know?
What?
Are you not? You always look down on me. But aren't you the one who always has to go out with guys that have already went out with me? It was annoying, but thanks to that, I was able to find out which guys couldn't be trusted. I found someone wonderful at the end, so actually, I'm quite thankful.
What are you saying? You're nothing, Triss. Stop acting all high and mighty.
I don't know if it felt good stealing my boyfriends. But at the end, the only sort of people who were ever interested in you is guys who would cheat. It means that you're only being used, Grace. I'm thankful, because I was able to meet my current fiancé thanks to you.
I wasn't being used! I'll just steal your current fiancé again, do you hear me? It's too late regretting what you said now that I'm angry.
That's alright. The two of us are never going to meet with you again. Both George and I are fed up with our siblings, so we decided to move far away once we get married.
Even then, I'll find you.
I mean, you can try. But shouldn't you spend that time and effort on more important things like your own future?
I don't need to be lectured by someone like you.
Really? But I'm actually quite worried. You tried to steal my fiancé, but instead got tricked and was unwillingly used by a married man. You're nothing but a tool to them, Grace. No one's really ever going to love you.
Shut up! I'm hot unlike you, so everyone will love me.
It'd be nice if you're able to find someone special while you still have your looks. But I doubt anyone would love you after they find out what you're really like. At the very least, my fiancé can't put up with someone like you that hurts their sister for fun, no matter how cute they were. The two of us will forget about you and find happiness. Forgive me, okay? You won't be able to have my used boyfriends anymore. After that, George and I got married and moved far away, just like I said we would. The two of us are living a peaceful life far from my sister. George takes such good care of me. I'm so happy to have finally met someone like him. As to Grace, it seems that she gotten herself into quite the mess. She must have gotten mad after being insulted by me, so she decided to find a better guy than George to marry just to spite me and started using a dating website. It seems that she met this handsome guy who was also pretty rich. But apparently, he was a scammer, and now Grace is in huge debt. She probably lost her calm and couldn't see that she was dating a scammer. It serves her right after stealing so much from me. I won't ever be meeting her again, but I plan on finding happiness whether she likes it or not. This is probably the best revenge I can give her.